So Seacast asks, so the egg suit and all the other stuff coming. Right, so as you can see, it is the 18th of March right now, and of course on the 21st, as stated in Face Punch's most recent blog post, they did sit there and say, on the 21st of March, we're going to introduce and release the Easter content to the game, aka Easter egg hunts and whatnot. You get the idea. Now, in regards to the potential of the egg suit, I don't actually know. So if we quickly hop over to here and take a look at the likes of all the items that have been added to the game recently, well, of course, we can see the likes of the chicken costume. Yes, so I am expecting that this is going to be something you have to pay for. Maybe it costs $5. Maybe, when, of course, like with the likes of the egg suit, it might sell for $10. Who knows? But what I will sit here and say is, in regards to the likes of Rustige Eggs, which a lot of people have been asking me, no, I have not been seeing any mentions or rumblings in regards to another Rustige Egg appearing for this year's Easter. So if you're thinking about potentially wanting to buy some of these, I mean, by all means, you can go ahead and do so if you really so wish. Like, I was just looking at these a little bit earlier. Do you remember how the Rustige green egg was like really cheap and nobody cared for it? Well, as time went on, it slowly started to get some appreciation. Now it's selling for $6.50, and if you look at its progress since, well, the past like few months, look at the state of that. You are beloved now. So from here to here, it's basically almost quadrupled in price. Good for that. I wish I kept mine. Oh no. But yeah, you might notice a lot of these Rustige eggs are already being bought out. So if you've missed out, unfortunately, it is what it is. But you could still pick up the white one. So this is the ivory one, not the white one. And as you can see over here, yep, that's starting to have a bit of a pickup right there. Dipped a bit there, but yeah, it's starting to grow. So yeah, only the white one seems to be pretty affordable. But I wouldn't be surprised if this potentially gets bought out. I don't think this is going to get brought back. So I repeat, I do not expect this to be brought back. And based on how it currently is, well, it's kind of stagnated for a while, but it is slowly trending upwards. So as we get really close to the likes of Easter, I'm pretty sure that will be going up maybe a little bit more. And as time goes on, much like the green Rustige egg, that will get appreciated. And that too, one day, will probably sell for about $6.50. We shall see. So, yeah. That's the expectation. Now, in regards to Easter items across the board, so if we just quickly go over to here real quickly, I don't know what's going to happen. Now, forget these. This is just a glitch in SCM to APP. But out of all of these previous Easter items, I only think the egg suit's coming back with the chicken suit. There's definitely going to be some sort of joke Face Punch is going to make with, what came first, the chicken or the egg? Well, it'll be the egg suit because it came out last year. Anyway, moving on. What's going to happen with these two? Are they actually going to get brought back? Because they haven't been performing very well for a while, even though technically speaking, if they don't get brought back, you know, in 3 days' time for the 21st, they technically would be discontinued, as in they haven't been brought back for 2 years. So keep an eye on these two. If they were to be brought back, they would actually rise up in price quite nice, because chances are that'll probably be brought back for $6. That'll probably be brought back for $3.49. And of course, so as long as when an item that's being reintroduced, if it's cheaper on the Steam market, it will get bought out, because as people look at it and see in the Rust store and they go to buy it, it will give a pop-up saying, hey, you could buy this for cheaper right here on the Steam market, and people do that. And suddenly all the cheap stock just disappears. So, for example, if this is $3.49 in the Rust store again, you can say goodbye to, well, I mean, the vast majority of all of that, because it's all too cheap. That will all probably get bought out, and it has happened before. So if I just quickly show you over to here, do you see like these random rises in price here? Well, you know, that's Easter's from the past when it was reintroduced, or at the very least anticipated to be reintroduced, because that didn't happen last year. But what do we have for the previous years? Oh look, there you go, Easter time, doubles in price. So yeah. So there's also the idea of, will the egg suit be brought back? I lean towards yes, I do think so, because I don't think there's much else that they're going to introduce with the chicken costume. And I wonder, will they sell it again for $10? Because if that's the case, and I've already mentioned this before, I can't help but assume that's going to easily rise up to $10, or at least close to it. I reckon it'll probably settle around $8. So right now, if it's currently listed at about $5 right here, don't be surprised in the slightest if it's reintroduced at $10 again. All of this stock gets bought out, and it probably pushes all the way up to about $8. All right, so if you're looking for a potential investment, it's a consideration. There are no guarantees the egg suit's going to get brought back. There is no guarantee it's going to definitely be brought back for $10 again. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. It's definitely something to consider as an investment. All right, so aside from that, I'm sure many of you are aware, we have seen a lot of Easter skins submitted recently. In fact, very, very recently, we've seen a lot of regular skins being submitted. But if I just quickly skip over to here, yep, of course, plenty of very nice Easter skins were, of course, submitted. I did put out a Rust Workshop skin checks video and whatnot, so, you know, I don't know if this is going to last for just 1 week or 2 weeks. We'll find out. I lean more towards, I think it is going to be 2 weeks. So how are things currently in regards to Rust skins in general? Are skins actually dipping in price? Because I did talk about this not too long ago. I was sitting here and saying, typically every single year around the Easter time, skins dip pretty hard. Their prices tend to go down a fair bit. We get less people playing compared to January. I just hit myself, sorry about that. And in short, prices suffer. Prices go down, but it's also a perfect opportunity to look around for potential investments because we expect everything to rebound around the summertime. And with that, loads of people playing around the summertime. Well, if I just give you this visual right here, with last year, look at that. Dips in price compared to January time, it dips in value, dips in player count, sorry, not price, but what happened in the summertime, with a lot more people playing, we did see prices across the board improve and go up. But then, of course, autumn fall seasonal dip, prices went down real bad. So you understand the usual routine for every single year. We'll see a dip around Easter time, a boost in the summertime, a dip around, the autumn time, the autumn fall seasonal dip, and then, of course, towards the end of the year, we'll see a nice boost in player count again. So you should correlate that with prices go up, prices go down, prices go up, prices go down. You understand, I'm sure. Okay, so how are skins? Well, we just had the likes of post-Christmas not too long ago. It wasn't exactly super great. Unfortunately, most skins didn't really change, but we did see the likes of Whiteout doing very nicely. So let's go take a look at Whiteout at the moment. Now, Whiteout skins have actually already peaked, and they've been going down for quite some time. So if I were to go ahead and take a look at the likes of this, Whiteout went up to a very nice brand new all-time high price. So if I just go to here with the hoodie, $8.60 at the moment, but just a couple months back, as you can see, it was reaching a brand new all-time high. But since then, it's been going down, 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 but then it stops. So this is something I've actually noticed for quite a lot of skins fairly recently. A lot of skins were going down in price, but quite a lot of them, not all of them, but a fairly decent amount of them, stagnated around the end of February and have kind of started to begin trending upwards. So you can see it here. When we kind of peaked around here, this was selling for about $12 if I can remember. It starts going down. Its lowest point was here at the very end of February, where it was selling for about $9. Yep, $9. And now it's slightly a little bit better. It's not hugely different, but it's slightly better. And as you can see, based on what we see from here, it goes down, it stops, and it looks like it's about to go up again. So why don't we go ahead and make another comparison? And I have a wonderful comparison to show you. So quite some time back around October time, do you remember when we did this video? Where I pointed out, with the auto-fall seasonal dip, there has to be a point where all skins would typically reach their lowest point. And that typically is the best time to jump in, make some investments, because of course the price can only go so low, and from then on the price will only go up for a reasonable amount of time. But of course post-Christmas wasn't exactly super great earlier this year, was it? But still, even then, if you bought here, everything would have been a profit. Might not have been a huge profit, but it would have been a profit. Anyway, the point I'm trying to get across is the hamster rock was actually a very good example, and hence why it's there on the thumbnail. Why don't we go ahead and take a nice quick look at the likes of the hamster rock. So, hamster rock as our nice little visual here, a nice little showcase. Currently right now, look, he's so fat. He is currently sitting there at $2.76. How has it behaved over the past couple months? And basically, it's the exact same thing as the Whiteout hoodie. So post-Christmas, it gets to a point, it goes down, and it goes down, but then again, around the end of February, things change, and it starts to go up a fair bit. So if we just specifically look here, it stagnates, it stops, it goes up a little bit, goes down a little bit more, goes up again. So, overall, it's trending upwards. And that is a surprise to me because I actually don't have a clue why this is happening. Now, I could probably put it partly down to the fact that, well, one of the main reasons I thought prices were going to really go down for the likes of our Ruskins was because we were going to see those brand new stickers for Copenhagen 2024. Problem, they haven't been released yet. Even though we've got matches that have already been played, they seem to be changing some things up. We're not seeing the stickers released like before the tournament starts, clearly. So at some point, they're going to release them, and maybe then we'll start to see all prices go down again with Rust. Because like I said, loads of people will be chasing after the brand new stickers. And if I were to just give you some quick examples real quickly, they are borderless, and they are awesome, and everybody wants them. And loads of people are going to be liquidating some assets to get some Steam funds to then go for it, Steam, Counter-Strike, and then try and open as many capsules as they can to try and get these wonderful looking stickers for their gun crafts in Counter-Strike 2. So yes, that's going to be a problem because, like I said, for many people involved in the Rust economy, don't be too surprised to know that they are also involved in the likes of the Counter-Strike economy, because of course the Counter-Strike economy tends to be the backbone of the whole Steam market. It's the biggest economy on Steam, that's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, maybe we have already reached rock bottom, or maybe we're just kind of in the middle of the eye of the storm, and then the storm, of course, starts again, and we're going to get trapped in it again. Oh no! But yeah, you should be keeping an eye out for some potential investments. Summertime is expected to be better compared to what we have now. As you can see, recently we're not doing super great in terms of the player count, but this is a routine thing that happens every single year, so don't worry, all right? This is why I'm making such a point about this. If it happens routinely every other year, why not take advantage? Why not see what happens? So the expectation is summertime will be much better with the likes of our player counts. Also, don't forget, you have the summer sale going on around then. We'll also probably have a much bigger, fatter update. Don't forget, at some point, we're going to have a brand new biome being added to Rust. So I don't know what it is. Nobody knows what it is. But at the very beginning of this year, FacePunch did give us like a roadmap sort of like write-up saying, we're going to release a new biome this year. But when? When? Well, typically you might think, well, you probably want to release it when loads of people playing the game, aka kids during the summer vacation. So if loads of people playing then, release your big update then. Makes sense, doesn't it? But FacePunch, they're the ones who make that decision, so, we could question many other things they decide upon, like skin choices for Rust stores. Anyway, moving on. So, keep an eye out, look at all these skins, and of course, be prepared for the potential problems with the Counter-Strike 2 stickers. Now, let's just kind of look into some more things. Like very recently, about a month ago, we had some problems in regards to the double sheet metal doors. So if I would... Oh, there you go. Immediately right there. Long double door. So, we had quite the discussion. We had a video where I had a bit of a ramble, and it's just back over to here. So, if you saw the likes of this video not too long ago, where is it? Too many double doors. It was literally a month ago. I was a little bit worried. A little bit panicky because within 2 weeks we had four sheet metal double doors being accepted in Rust stores, and for an item that doesn't get many skins, that was a bit concerning. Well, I am happy to sit here and tell you, 1 month later, all those double doors have recovered. Look at the state of the long double door. This sold for $2.49 and it did about 40,000 sales. Doesn't matter. It's up to $3. And you might sit and say, that's a surprise. That was dipping below its Rust store price for a reasonable amount of time, but it's recovered and it's improved, and it's looking like it's going to do a fairly decent job in potentially going up even higher around the summertime. So let me just kind of give you this visual. On average, every Rust skin on the Steam market has about 100 quantity on the Steam market. From if you were to kind of add it all up, you'd understand that. This has below average with only 47 quantity. And again, so as long as there's interest in the skin, it can easily rise up in price because there's no big fat quantities. There's no resistance. That's looking good. That's looking good. So this has been quite the reversal in regards to what we just saw a minute ago in regards to certain skins stagnating after a point. No, this has just kind of been climbing. Like it went down a little bit and then up. Nice. However, if we were to go over to here and, this is when it released. And like I said, it did 40,000 sales almost. But if we look at all the recent sheet metal double doors, we were very concerned, but basically they've all recovered. Even the space airlock double door. So this thing right here, this was the first sheet metal double door to be accepted this year. And initially we thought, oh, that's fine. That's going to be all right. I even bought some. Guess what? another 3 appeared suddenly. But whilst this did dip below its restore price and went all the way down to about $1.40, $1.90 at one point, £1.40 my currency. So yeah, this dipped below $2 at one point. It just kept climbing back up and up and up, and it's recovered. It's back up to its restore price. And could it go up even higher from here and now? I wouldn't be surprised. So sheep metal double doors are also on the rise now. So as long as we potentially don't see any more sheep metal double doors, everything should be okay. But let me warn you, in regards to the recent Easter batch of skins that are submitted, I can confirm some sheep metal doors were in fact submitted. So just want to give you the heads up there. If you think, oh, surely everything's all right now. Well, not really. We shall see. That's just one of 4 that were submitted. Maybe we see one of them being accepted. Maybe we don't. We'll find out. But yeah, as of now, that seems to be doing better. So that wasn't the only thing I was fairly concerned about. Sheep metal double doors, that's fine, but what about Christmas skins? Yes, so we were expecting all Christmas skins, especially the new ones, that they were going to dip down in price pretty hard around Easter time, but from then on, they only start to slowly, gradually rise up in price towards the next Christmas. That's a routine pattern that we tend to see happening every single year. So if we were to just quickly go back to the Christmas skins of, 2023, all of this in a negative. Yes, don't worry about Legacy Kevlar. That's no Christmas skin. That very weirdly persisted for 2 weeks. We talked about that, don't we? So all of this is now pretty hard in the negative. Again, not surprising. It was expected. And I did sit here and say it's around this period of time, March, April time, where it's going to be at its rock bottom price, and it's up to you what you do in regards to, well, are you going to pick up some cheap skins, hold on to them for 9 months, and then, try and flip them for some better prices? The opportunity is technically right now. Or maybe you want to wait until the Counter-Strike 2 stickers have appeared. It's up to you, but you get the idea. So these have all dipped down pretty hard. Wow. Again, not surprised, down to $1.30, already less than half the price it's sold for. But look at it again around November time, and it'll probably be a much different story. So that's cool, that's nice, and that's looking pretty sweet. So it is what it is, but it is all expected. But you know what? I want to look at a skin that's kind of like always around. I want to look at a skin that's always usually doing quite alright around the Christmas time, and of course, the recent Christmas time. So I want to go find that Christmas tree garage door. Yes, this has been around for several years. It's always usually selling very nicely around December time, and I feel like this is a perfect example to just go ahead and take a look and see, have we seen the vast majority of Christmas skins reach rock bottom again? Right now it's selling for $2.32, and as I go over to here, look at its lifetime, I will sit here and say it looks like we've reached a point of stagnation. Now, not every single Christmas skin is going to probably be like that. They're probably still going down, and fair enough, that's not too surprising. But for some mainstay, skins that routinely always do quite all right around Christmas time, I feel like this is a perfect example to showcase that, yes, it does look like perhaps all of them have probably stagnated now, and it's up to you whether you want to jump in and buy some. All right. Now, what might be another one that we could go ahead and take a look at? Like, you could probably take a look at the likes of the toy box and whatnot. So if I type in toy, is that going to be enough? Do you know that nice Christmassy toy box that came out a long time ago? Oh, we're going to be here for a while. What is it called? It's like, it's right there, toy box. So again, this usually sells very nicely around Christmas time. And this is currently selling for $1.63, of course, very out of season. And, whoa, yeah, that's reached a new low point. Is it stopping? It looks like it's still going downwards. But, it's something for you to observe now. Go look back at all the Christmas skins that sold very nicely last Christmas. And remember, last Christmas wasn't very good. But look for ones that still did all right. Go see how they're currently doing, and make a consideration. If you've got some money on you and you want to wait for a very nice long-term investment, the choice is up to you. So, it's up to you to go and take a look. And it is what it is. So, as I said, 21st of March, that is going to be a release of the Easter update. We are leaning towards the likelihood that, yes, the 28th will be another Easter restore. There are no guarantees, but it is our expectation that that's likely going to be the case. And as you might have noticed, yes, we do have regular skins currently being submitted. A new one's just appeared right there. Industrial Garage Door. Mate, I think you pushed it after the Doomgate situation. I think he's just made a A fully transparent... No, Mad Polly! No, well, it's got a little bit of transparency. Okay, that's fine then. So yeah, regular skins have been submitted, but chances are these skins aren't going to be available until April Fool's Wipe, so that'll be a topic for discussion when I do my Rust Workshop skin checks, so keep an eye out for that. Thank you very much for watching the video. I hope it was reasonably insightful, and please, 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 with prices expected to potentially still go lower, you have to keep an eye on all of your barders that you might have made recently. I don't have any Rust bar. Oh, there you go. Keep an eye on all the barders that you've done fairly recently. You don't want to be the guy that gets about 100 quantity dumped on you and then the price still goes lower. So you've got to be smarter about this. See how prices are currently performing. Look at your barder. And if it's a little bit too close, maybe you might want to remove it, or maybe you feel perfectly happy to pick them up and then wait and see what happens around the summertime. Because like I said, if we do see everything play out exactly like last year, we should expect some prices to improve very nicely with the very big fat player counts if we do get something similar like that this year. So it is what it is. We'll find out, won't we? So once again, thank you very much for watching this. And yeah, this is going to be a video now. So yeah. All right then. So